guess some people didn't get the 3D effect quite as well. I think it's because you have to have the bigger your set is, right, the bigger my set was.
Certain guests arrived on The Tonight Show with such visual power that even Carson couldn't handle himself. These are women who made Johnny Carson speechless. And Margret.
Ja. Jawohl. What?
Jahodo.
Jahodo.
Yes, my mother's in the audience, as a matter of fact.
What does älskling mean?
Älskade, love you.
Älskling?
Älskling, oh.
That's,
Älskling is my love.
My love, I know that. Yeah. Älskling.
Yeah. Oh, how do you know that? You know some Swedish girls.
Why, well, I had a can of sardines for a while at home. No, what is humortidog?
Humor du idag?
Yeah.
How do you feel today?
How do you feel today? I know
Det
that.
var bra, tack. Tack.
Did you speak any English? How old were you when you first came here?
I was about 7 or 8 years old when I came here, and I didn't speak a word of English.
And Margret gives the Carson stage the kind of instant electricity that makes the interview feel secondary.
Ain't got no trouble in my life, no foolish dream to make me cry.
Erin Gray.
I sometimes wonder, though, you know, whether or not I should be more public. What do you think? Do you think a person should go out and...
I do not think, if you're thinking about, you mean your career?
If career-wise.
No, I do not think that attending a, quote, Hollywood party or going to a film opening...
Make any difference?
Makes absolutely any difference whatsoever.
Good.
Some people like that, you know,
yeah.
they want to get their name in the paper, but I don't think it makes any difference if you went to an opening of a restaurant or if you were there.
Right, yeah. No, I like staying at home. And my husband, by the way, is a very secretive man. He's a Scorpio.
Really?
Yes. They're also, you know, the sexiest sign in the zodiac. And the most powerful.
There is something.
I never got a chance to bring those in.
I noticed that.
I know, you left them for me to say.
Erin Gray gives the segment a very specific science fiction era glamour because many viewers remembered her from Buck Rogers.
High school. We did this once.
Really?
Yes. We're the high school lovers.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Did you know when you were going together in high school?
No, never. No, I mean, I knew that I loved him and I cared about him.
Even
I
in
was
high school,
certainly
you knew
passionate about him.
Cassandra Peterson.
You did a 3D presentation of Elvira a weekend before last, I guess. And apparently they sold these glasses in the Los Angeles area, and somebody said they sold 1.5 million or 2 million pair.
2.4 million.
Yeah, 2.4 million. How did it go? How did the show? What was the reaction to the show?
It was very good. I guess some people didn't get the 3D effect quite as well. I think it's because you have to have the bigger your set is, right, the bigger my set was.
Cassandra Peterson's first Tonight Show appearance as Elvira is built almost entirely around visual shock as the character walks out with a look so exaggerated that Johnny has to react to the image before he can even get to the interview.
Sometimes no. I had a fight with someone one day, actually fighting, arguing and saying, I am Elvira. They were saying, no, you can't be on and on for a long time.
You should just keep the wig in the trunk of the car or something and the
pull
dress.
It out like an American Express card.
How does...
Stephanie Zimbalist.
The people that swear interestingly are usually the ones that invent their own phrases. Because I collect phrases, you know, things like, don't drop your teeth. You know, don't drop your teeth is don't get excited, you know. Oh. Yeah, I keep a book. I don't know what I'll do with it. My best friend and I are collecting all these different expressions.
And some of them are a little more...
Yeah, well, they're colorful. They're all from different parts of the country.
But there's none of them that you can say outside of... What's the closest one you could say without getting us off the air immediately?
Oh, dear. Oh, I can't think of any, of course. My brain goes blank.
I suppose go your hat would be out.
Stephanie Zimbalist brings a quiet, polished television beauty that makes the interview feel softer than the louder glamour segments.
I suppose go your hat would be out.
I think, you know, the people that swear interestingly are usually the ones that invent their own phrases.
Suzanne Pleshette.
Yes, they look like pajamas.
Wait a minute. I
what
never can handle this right. How's that?
Very chic pajamas.
Something always gets caught where it shouldn't.
Well, yeah.
Elegant?
Yes, it is. How do they describe that in the women's wear? I mean, what would this be? A lounging...
It's probably what's wrong with this picture. Everything.
No, I'm serious.
No, because when I try and get my act together, something always goes wrong. I usually get a spot on the elbow. I gave an award the other night. Mary Tyler Moore was honored as the Woman of the Year by the Hollywood and Radio Television whatever they were.
Yes.
Suzanne Pleshette has a smoky grown-up beauty that plays beautifully against Johnny's timing, as she doesn't enter like a delicate glamour figure because her charm is sharper, deeper, and more conversational.
Which was charming.
International Radio and Television
Right.
Society.
And I had on just a very elegant white chiffon gown with little bows, and I reached over with my boarding house reach, which was so classy. Grace Kelly never does that.
Shelley Long.
Grab something really flashy and fun out of your closet and say, yeah, that's the one for today.
Does it change your mood if you dress sharp?
It does. In fact, I was going to wear something else tonight, and I thought, no, that's not right. So we
Dare
went through, and
I ask what you were going to wear?
I was going to wear blue. I just didn't feel like blue tonight. I didn't feel blue. I felt something different.
Well, anyway, it's very pretty.
Thank you.
Outrageous
Thank you.
Fortune is getting big notices already.
Yeah.
It must make you very happy.
Oh, yeah.
Shelley Long brings a bright, nervous, and elegant charm that makes the Carson desk feel more unpredictable, as her beauty isn't presented as icy or untouchable because she has a quick comic energy underneath it.
So I use accents in different situations to get information from people.
Do they come easy for you?
For the most part, they do.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Indiana.
Now, most people grow up in New York. I can understand somebody who grew up in New York because you're around different accents all the time, but how in Indiana did you pick up on it?
Linda Ronstadt.
Yeah, July 69. Do you remember it at all?
I remember it a little bit, yeah. I think.
Do you remember what you sang, even? I don't remember what you sang.
I remember I wore a striped dress.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing I can remember.
Why has it been 14 years? Did we do something wrong? Did we do a thing called Believe It or Stuff It at all?
We're a little afraid of television because of the music, and I understand your sound guys were here until all hours last night trying to make that so that it would accommodate rock and roll over there a little bit more realistically.
It is a problem.
To us, it sounds incredible. I mean, we sounded like little ants playing tiny little amplifiers on little ant guitars, you know.
Right.
It was very small sounding.
Linda Ronstadt's Carson appearance has a natural beauty that doesn't feel manufactured for late-night television, as she looks relaxed, but there's still a star glow around her that makes the desk feel lucky to have her there. Johnny responds to her with a kind of careful respect because she's not only beautiful but musically serious. Her presence becomes stronger once she performs because the voice changes the whole mood of the show.
Rock and roll is based on amplified sound, and it's got to be real big to distort and hurt your ears, you know.
Right. It has to hurt to be good,
it's
right?
supposed to intimidate you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't. Music is so strange. I don't understand it anymore, I must confess.
The appeal isn't a glamour pose, but the combination of face voice and quiet confidence. Carson seems aware that she can hold the room without needing a joke from him to help making this segment valuable, because the audience sees beauty attached to real artistic power.
Now, this week I like it. I was really worried because music is such an...
Last Wednesday was a lousy day for music.
Ronstadt belongs here because she makes Johnny admire rather than simply compliment, showing how musical talent could amplify visual appeal. Julie Andrews.
I thought you had too.
I don't know.
But you never have been on The Tonight Show.
You never asked.
You know, I remember one night I had Janet Leigh some years ago, and I turned to her and I said, you know, it's so nice to finally have you on The Tonight Show after all these years. And she said, I was on with you last year. And I had absolutely nothing to say. I just sat there and we looked at each other.
Oh, God.
But I'm delighted to have you here.
Thank you, John.
Julie Andrews creates a reaction through grace rather than obvious bombshell appeal, as Johnny is dealing with a woman whose image is tied to elegance, discipline, and one of the most beloved voices in entertainment, making that segment feel more respectful than flirtatious. Her beauty comes through in posture diction and the calm way she holds herself under the lights. Carson seems aware that pushing too hard would feel wrong around someone with her kind of presence.
You know, a short little dress and sang my heart out and
Did you want to do it, or did your parents kind of just bring you into the...
Well, both.
Yeah.
I in those days, I felt very special, and it kind of gave me something, gave me an identity, and I felt rather good at school and things like that.
What kind of acts did you work with?
Oh, everything. I mean...
Animal acts, the whole...
Crocodiles, yes, dogs, acrobats.
You don't see any good crocodile acts anymore.
Monkey.
The youngsters...
The appeal is that she looks composed without becoming distant. She can be funny as well as proper at the same time, which gives Johnny a very specific rhythm to play against. This entry works because Andrews makes the desk feel more refined just by sitting there. Her presence forces Carson into a different mode where charm replaces his usual quick wit.
The joke in the Academy Awards in the monologue was, I was talking about motion pictures, and I said in S.O.B., Julie Andrews proved once again that the hills are still alive. And it got one of the biggest laughs But the whole night. Now,
The Mary Poppins and Sound of Music legacy creates an untouchable quality that Johnny has to navigate carefully. Her voice carries the same elegant power as her appearance, making every answer feel intentional. Carson's body language shifts around her, becoming more formal, yet still engaged. She represents the kind of guest who doesn't need to try for impact because decades of beloved work already created it.
part of your anatomy. Why do I get stutter when I think of sex?
Andrews has perfected the art of being approachable while maintaining an untouchable quality that prevents the interview from becoming too familiar or casual. Johnny's questions become more thoughtful around her, abandoning cheap laughs for genuine curiosity about her process and career. Nancy Wilson.
One look can write a book, one touch can say it all. We've known those nights alone, and now we found.
Nancy Wilson's Carson segment has a smoky, elegant quality that makes her stand apart from the brighter pop guests, as her beauty is smooth and sophisticated with the kind of nightclub glamour that late-night television was built to showcase. Johnny's reaction fits because she brings an adult confidence that doesn't need to beg for attention. When she performs, the entire mood becomes more intimate. Her voice deepens the visual appeal because it gives the glamour emotional weight.
You make it so easy like Marcel does, whatever you do. It's just no effort at all. And I see it.
It's kind of fun, too.
I did not know. Somebody told me, and I always find it hard when somebody is such a good musician, they're good saying that you don't read music.
No.
Is that true?
Don't read music. I've never had a lesson or a coach.
Just
from the top.
That's incredible. That's good.
Carson seems to understand that Wilson isn't there to be treated like a novelty, but as a serious performer. That seriousness makes the beauty feel even stronger. She belongs on the list because her presence gives Johnny a quieter but very real kind of awe. Wilson represents the jazz and standards era beauty that Carson's generation understood instinctively.
I don't know. I think some people, does not hurt. It just so happened that at the time when I think I was 10 or 12, I had already performed in front of people, and they knew when I was 3 or 4, I always did, I was a little precocious and a ham. So they decided they would see if I could, if coaching would help or if a teacher would help. And I went to a teacher and sang for them, and they told my parents that my voice would change and that it was too early to give me lessons. Well, I have a tape made about that time, and the only thing that's changed is my voice has broadened, higher and lower, but the basic thing is still there.
Her performance elevates the show from talk format to genuine entertainment showcase. Johnny's respect is visible in how he introduces her and how he listens during the performance. The segment proves beauty paired with undeniable talent creates speechless admiration. Her controlled elegance creates a sophisticated atmosphere that makes Carson's stage feel more like a supper club than a television studio. Wilson's subtle gestures and minimal movement during performance prove she doesn't need theatrics when voice and presence can command attention alone. The way she holds the microphone reveals years of professional training, making every technical choice look effortless and intentional. Johnny watches her perform with visible pleasure, showing he's not just hosting but genuinely enjoying what's happening in front of him.
We've known those nights alone, and now we found our way. Start a certain size, say the certain word, and with all my heart to your arms I fly. It's strange how we are changed by things that seem so slow.
Her conversation style matches her performance, controlled, thoughtful, and free of the nervous energy that marks less experienced guests. Wilson discusses her craft with the vocabulary of a true musician, talking about phrasing arrangement and emotional interpretation with authority. The segment works because she treats Carson's desk like a serious platform for artistry rather than a publicity stop. Her beauty has a timeless quality that transcends trends, making her appearance feel classic rather than dated to any specific era. Carson's questions reveal he's done research understanding her place in music history and treating her accordingly with genuine respect. The audience responds differently to Wilson than to pop stars, giving her the quiet attention reserved for artists rather than entertainers. Her smile is knowing and warm, suggesting experience and wisdom that younger, beautiful guests couldn't fake. The lighting seems to favor her, showing how Carson's production team understood they were filming someone whose visual appeal deserved careful presentation. Johnny Carson interviewed thousands of beautiful women, but these 9 moments and guests proved that certain guests arrived with such compelling complete visual command that even America's smoothest host had to stop and let the audience absorb what they were seeing before he could find his rhythm again. From Anne Margaret's electric movement to Nancy Wilson's sophisticated glamour, these segments showed that speechless didn't mean silent, but meant Carson understanding when his job was to get out of the way and let beauty speak for itself. Which woman do you think left Carson the most speechless? Drop your answer in the comments and subscribe for more classic Tonight Show moments.